What's up, guys and girls, generals? It's B2. Look, I'm going to check in on the American-Georgia game. So let's take a look. A little bit of progress. We've actually made a run, or a semi-run. I was going to take some troops through here to Albuquerque, but they've got taken out. Texas did fight. Turns out it's Equinox from our server, but Ham and Jake are going in there. I did North Carolina declared on me, and then Virginia declared on me, and then of course Pennsylvania declared on me, and now they're making a run through my territory. So I actually have some strike fighters hanging out. We're going to just go ahead and take out this running unit, and then we are going to we're going to clean up the mess. So I'm going to keep this guy up here, but let's keep 2 units in there, and then we're going to make a run, clean up this junk, and then head to DC, which they just took, which means they'll be a little weak, right? So let's take these guys back, slip up the coast, and then head right up into DC. What up? All right, so we'll take that out. I don't think we'll have anything coming from this guy. 10 hit points, even if he comes down, those guys should be able to handle him pretty easy. So yeah, lots of movement there, and that's all right. I think we're gonna have to come up on the back way too with some units, but I'm stacking some. We got some coming out, but let's see. We're almost done building the arms industries, which is good because we want to have these materials pumping out, right? So let's see what this was. A little message. Psst. Psst. Yeah. The people always try to check to see if you're active by sending messages like that. Let's send them a message back and let them know we ain't no computer player. And then let's keep this guy pumping out some planes. We want strikes. I don't think anybody has. I've not seen AS on the board anywhere as far as being a threat, even though we can pump those out too. But let's go for the troop and tank killing units, and then let's get some more infantry on the board to hold towns as we're moving. Missing resources. This is no bueno. This is the point about expanding, is getting this up per hour and getting this money up per hour. So you can see how important that is now. But let's move these guys to the Le Capitale. And just in case overnight someone tries to make a run. The good thing about a 1x game, though, is that there are really no runs to be made, right? So to get down to me, if like Minnesota was going to come in, for instance, let's see, Illinois, Missouri, Iowa. So Minnesota's way up here. They're not going to be taking any ships out of the Great Lakes because they can't get past the canal, I believe. Yeah. Oh no, they can. Huh. I didn't really realize that. It must be new to this game where ships can come out of here. But let's see. Does Minnesota? Oh, they're getting. That's the Michigan UP. So let's see. That ship can't come out. Duluth. So no port in there. And that's Ontario. So yeah, for them to march all the way down from Minnesota down, but let's see who's in their coalition, and they're a non-coalition place. So good. So we have no fear there of people coming down quick. They have to march across all these lanes and declare on multiple people, right? Illinois, well, Minnesota's, well, I don't know, Minnesota, you making a run? Yeah, we'll move down here anyway. We'll be able to react. I've got my plane down here. Let's go ahead and send my plane over. Just until we start getting some support in. I did lose those a 3-man unit down here, though. That's a bummer. No worries, though. We'll clean this guy up. And then we'll start marching into Pennsylvania and start taking some of that stuff out. So let's see. I can't put any more units in, but let's go ahead. This is the benefit of the Security Council. We'll throw them in the queue, and we'll be able to produce, hopefully, some units, get them started overnight. And then, are there any buildings that are finished? So there's a 4. Can we start? Let's get that to 5. Okay. And then I guess what we'll do after this is build a couple of recruiting places. That should boost this number and allow us to get some more troops on the field. Gonna be a little bit of a while though. Well, so we're not weak, but we're not strong. If somebody was coming with a 10 stack, we'd be struggling, but we do have a couple of fighters with some more on the way, right? So let's see which town is producing. Augusta. All right, so Augusta is another airport. Okay, and so we've got some planes coming out. That would give us 3 and then tomorrow night 4. That's a pretty solid stack, hopefully, if nobody produces any AS. So let's take a look at the board. Let's see what's going on. We are 3 of the top 4, and this guy is not in a coalition. Like, it looks like a bunch of, I don't know. I mean, no one's really coalitioning up. So if I go in here, they're all solo people. It shouldn't be too hard to take them out. If I was them, I would definitely form a coalition. Texas did, but they didn't add anybody in. So we're pretty much smooth sailing on here, unless we aggro a bunch of people. So like that's good news. So let's look at the research, and from a research standpoint, so I've got motorized infantry is going to be my ground unit. I'm not going to produce like I normally do. I normally produce radar. I don't know. I might go with an AWACS because I haven't done that in a while, just to show the air game off a little bit. But from here, I can't produce those. Can't produce those. So let's keep moving. Sorry about that. I had to sneeze. Can we get a bomber and some AWACS out? We can't. I just don't like AWACS can't see ground troops, and so like if you're looking at this, they're not going to be reliable at this game, as I think most people have ground troops right now. So I think we're going to end up producing a radar unit to drag behind, and then air support. So it would be 4 units that we'd have on the board. We'd have infantry up here. We're going to max out, and then we would have air superiority, AS, and then SF strike fighters. And those are the ones we'll raise. I don't know that I'll go to the backside here and do bombers and elite bomber. I don't know that I need it in this game. And then I don't want to research bombers anyways. So I think that's going to be it for this game as far as getting people across the map. I was fighting New York too. They sent me a piece, which was nice, and they can go ahead and expand up north. And then I hopefully can take PA out in a few days to get my morale back where it needs to be. So we're in a pretty good place though. 23 cities, 263. Jake's doing great. So Jake actually came down. I know you guys love to see this, so let's just go ahead and put on political view, so you can see where we are. Blue here is me, and I've gotten all the way through to Virginia, and Jake came down to the Caribbean, and then I don't know where he's going to go from there because Texas, but I would imagine we would come back through and they would take out Mexico and clear out this Central America, but I don't know. I don't know what we're going to do next. I know that I'm going to take Pennsylvania. And then I'm not sure where I'm going to go from there. I think what we're going to end up doing is looking to see who's active on here and probably take out the next guy. Maybe Quebec, right? Because 11 cities to keep people from organizing. Because what you don't want is like Minnesota, Mexico, and Quebec to start getting their act together in coalition. And you're fighting those guys out, right? So no big deal. But anyway, that's the update for the USA Battlegrounds game. Hope you guys are enjoying the series, watching it step by step, and looking at what I'm going to be doing for strategy. So I'll talk to you guys week 2 in the bags. Yeah.